Spawning in the bottom half of Polar Knight, the red Protoss player representing Team LYGF. That stands for Love Your Girlfriend. His name is Tassadar. His opponent in the top half of the map. My technical director's laughing. That's really what it stands for, Cam. The top half of the map, of course,
Good
Invictus
job.
Gaming's very own Xigua.
So it is 9-4, Ben?
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn. That is rough. I predict a Xigua victory.
Just straight up? Xigua? Okay. I'll give it to you. 9-4. I'll give you 2-1 on that, too.
I predict a Xigua victory, and I also predict DTs.
If both of those happen, I'll give you 3-1.
Just give me 2-1 and 1-1.
Huh?
Just give me 2-1 and 1-1.
No.
What do you mean no?
I want to increase variance, not decrease it.
Give me 1-1 and 1-1.
Okay.
DTs will be made,
I'm just reducing
and
variance.
Xigua will be victorious.
Okay.
That's my bet.
1-1, 1-1. I like my 3-1 better. Gives me more outs.
I bet you do. Setting me. You've been setting me up all night, man.
I have not been setting you up all night. You've set yourself up all night, okay? Mr. Bitter Nickel.
Tassadar returning to the Forge Expand. And Xigua.
Forge Expand, really good for Dark Templars.
Xigua with another hatch first.
I think in general, though, Dark Templars are terrible on this map. But hey.
They've worked every time Tassadar's tried them.
That's true. That is very true.
This is a YOLO third if ever there's been one.
This is the fastest third ever.
This is the fastest third you can get before any queens. I guess you could have gone 3 hatch before pool. But if you're going to make a pool, this is the fastest third you can get.
Definitely so.
And will Tassadar try to punish it? Looks like the answer is no.
In general, I think this is obsolete, but what you're trying to do when you get this fast third hatch is just to stop any blocks. The blocks are just annoying. What I mean by blocks is a pylon or a probe is just stopping you from doing anything. And now look at what we have on the map. How many Zerglings do you count? It's 0. Because he doesn't have to worry. Well, I shouldn't say he doesn't have to worry, but he's banking on the fact that there's not going to be some sort of photon cannon rush and not going to be blocked at the same time. So it all kind of works out since he was getting an inefficient, or I should say a larva inefficient build. He's making up by just prioritizing drones over getting Zerglings. Makes sense, right?
Yeah. Third hatch finishing up right now for Mr. Xigua. Mr. Watermelon.
And just droning up like crazy. Normally, Xigua loves the 545 double extractor. That makes a lot of sense. Stargate going down. So there, you've just lost 1-1 to
No.
1.
I said DTs will be made.
That's cheap, Ben.
How is that cheap?
That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind, Ben. I don't think Dark Templars are going to be made.
It's looking a little bit grim for that prediction already.
Um,
But there's still a chance.
there is still a chance.
Just needed to go up to like 5 bases.
It was much sooner, by the way. He went, I think, 535, 540 extractors. I was watching. The reason why you get such earlier extractors, it used to be 6 minutes, but now Hydras are such good responses to the Immortals, Immortal All-Ins, and it's really essential that you get that timing down because the Groove Spines will finish just as Immortals are hitting at that 9:30, 10-minute mark, and that's why you want to get that just 15-second extra faster, and it doesn't really affect your mineral income.
Overlord not going to see the Stargate, but will spot the Phoenix.
Oh. That's convenient.
There are no secrets here.
No, there are not. This is the most standard build that you can do. 7-minute robotics facility. Directly after the Stargate. The reason why you get the robotics facility directly after this is because you're anticipating the Hydralisk to pop out. And they can pressure you around 10, 11, 12 minutes. Yep. You'll get a Colossus out in time for those. And obviously Colossus love Hydras. Eat them for breakfast, for
Most
lunch, for
standard
dinner.
tech progression in the book. The oldest tech progression in the book for Protoss players.
But it is really early. The latest that you can get it is 8 minutes because it takes 65 seconds for the robotics facility, 65 seconds for the robotics bay, and then 60 seconds for the Colossus. So he gets it at 7 minutes, a whole minute faster. He can have 2 Colossus by any crazy, silly 11-minute pushes. Or he can also push himself.
Are we going to see a 2-base Colossus all in?
It could be.
It is looking more and more like it. 4 gateways, robotics bay already down. Immortal built before an observer. Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, that's not wrong.
That's right. He doesn't even... Well, normally you don't care about an observer, right?
Not in this situation, because you have the vision with the Phoenixes.
But it definitely makes a lot of sense that he's just doing a 2-base push. It's going to be the 2 Immortal, 2 Colossus push that we've seen Rotterdam actually do some really cool stuff with on his stream.
Original Roddy build. Phoenixes into Colossus push.
It is. Definitely check out. One day he had like 15,000 people watching him. Okay, he was casting tournament, whatever. Still, he's a great player.
Second Immortal coming out before there are any Colossi, so this is 100% going to be a 2-base push. So it looks like I will lose at least one of these bets. Now I just need Xigua to hold. But he needs to be careful not to take too much damage to these Phoenixes if he wants to do that.
Taking a lot of damage so far. Hydras are going to give chase. They have to be very careful. Obviously, these Phoenixes are so good at being mobile, weaving in and out. Ooh. Okay, he's going for the Spire. Okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Get the Spire. Eventually, you're going to have Corruptors. Yeah. I was thinking nowadays, the counter to this build is going to be Tunneling Claw, and you just go with that and just burrow. And it's a lot cheaper. Obviously, it invests a lot better because normally you will have an evolution chamber to get that +1 missile attack. But still, just it works with the synergy of your army.
This is never going to work. This is a Hydraling attack. Attacking into sentries and Colossi. It's the
counter timing, man.
Very bad idea. And Xigua's got to be very careful right now, Andre. Oh, Xigua, you've got to be very careful right now. As the Protoss army is marching forward, and
no,
it's looking a little bit grim for the Chinese Zerg hopeful.
No
Hydras go down. Lings are going to try to give the old runaround, but why are you making more Hydras?
Where's the second Colossus?
Right there.
Okay. That Colossus needs to be careful for the rally. So he should retreat back, get a huge rally of units, and then move forward. Once he obviously gets both Colossus in.
Oh, this is a difficult spot here for Xigua. 20 Hydralisks just spawned. There are Corruptors coming down as well. Oh, this is a great pylon for Tassadar. It's going to allow him to put immediate pressure on this 3rd expansion. The good news for Xigua is he can retreat to this base once he realizes that this one is under pressure. And this is an okay spot to mount a defense. This is about as open of an area as you're going to have to engage in the game. First big warp in.
Oh, this is scary, Ben. Oh, but the mothership core is going to be taken out.
This is a small victory if it goes down, and it is going to go down. Drones immediately evacuate over to this expansion, as we were talking about. Now Xigua's got to get into position. He's managed to muster 170 supply, Andre. This is a huge Zerg army, so it was looking very grim for a long time, but he's run around long enough that he's maybe bought himself the time he needs, and the Corruptor count is also climbing pretty quickly. He's got 8 of them.
Yeah, you're right. The Corruptor count is very, very scary, and the Colossus count isn't nearly high enough to kill all these units super fast. There's not really a buffer either with maybe Void Rays or enough Phoenixes, and if the Corruptors are just straight up targeting everything down, this is a very, very good situation for the Zerg, in my opinion. He needs. It's all about how he surrounds, though, how he gets that good concave, and this wouldn't be it. But okay, maybe force field. And that's a good force field.
Those are very good force fields.
God.
Terrible spot for these Corruptors as well.
Need to be taken out, though.
Not the engagement that Xigua wanted, I don't think. 2 Colossi are going to fall. Hydras can't even really engage in the fight right now. So many Hydras have gone down. Wow. Finally, that Colossus is going to die. Is there enough Zerg left over to press forward?
It might be, honestly. That was misplayed. I think he should be backing up completely. Tassadar should be backing up completely and allowing those Corruptors to be focused down a lot more. The Colossus should be backed up all the way. He shouldn't be losing any there. He lost a lot of momentum.
Win behind. Go Dark Shrine.
There he's going Colossus. Yeah, I think Tassadar really misplayed that last fight.
I agree with you. He just took a little bit too long with his attack altogether. If you're going to do a 2-base Colossus push, you need to do it before Zerg can max out. And that was a 170 supply, maybe more, when the fighting finally started. So that's a bit questionable.
Unit tab showing only 2 sentries out on the map. I mean, this is not looking good at all. He needs sentries to be cost efficient. He's at 103 to 176 supply. Going for the expansion, not going to be able to defend that as soon as it gets spotted out. And with the 1 Colossus production a minute against the Corruptors that can be made so fast, 6 Corruptors out in the field, an additional 1 being produced, I just don't see a situation where Tassadar can come back into this unless Xigua makes a game-ending mistake.
Tassadar also hasn't gotten a single upgrade this game, just to make matters a little bit worse.
Yeah.
These Hydras have +2, and they are going to rip just everything they engage to pieces. Maybe even able to just engage these Colossi straight up. Corruptor is going to have no trouble at all dealing with a single Colossus. And Hydra is going to have no trouble with the rest as Tassadar is forced once more into a full retreat. He might even just tap out right here. He has managed to put a lot of pressure on this expansion. That hatchery not going to go down, though. Hydra's still pressing the issue. A single Colossus is going to try to change the outcome here, but it is unlikely that anything is going to change the inevitability of this situation. Colossus will go backwards and down to the Corruptors. Good game, Xigua! Chinese Zerg player joins us in the Premier League. There were no DT